Okay, so the last kind of category is just like a general one. I just had like these random questions about, particularly if people face maybe who are maybe late 20s or maybe mid 20s, questions that they may have. So I think traveling solo, should people do that?
Yes, I think like if you're single, especially, I think I would definitely recommend it because
what if they're not single?
If you're not single and you're traveling solo, like if you're married and you're just ditching your partner at home and traveling solo, I think that's a bit inconsiderate of your partner. But if you're single, if you're not married and you have the opportunity to travel, my advice and it's what I did as well, that I just travel if you can. See the world. I'm always a fan of seeing how other people from different cultures, different parts of the world do things.
What's one thing you regret not doing in your 20s?
One thing I regret not doing in my 20s. I wouldn't say regret, but I think like if I didn't study medicine, I would have traveled a lot more. Because like I didn't have even though I did a few electives abroad, but I think if I had the opportunity to do my degree in a different country or do more traveling within my course and during my uni years, I would have really I think I would have enjoyed that. Yeah.
So I guess like wanting to just having more
time to travel.
The concept of starting, so this is not really for those in the 20s, but maybe like late 20s, early 30s, the concept of starting from scratch from the 30s. What's your take on that? Good reasons for, good reasons against. Like, what's your take on that? It can be quite daunting.
Yeah, it is. Like studying from like studying a new course or like doing a new career. It's very daunting. I think hats off to whoever who's doing that, and I think it's a very brave thing. And if that's what you've decided to do, or your life circumstance has brought you to this place, then do it. You have to start somewhere, and I think, just take it one day at a time.
I guess, do you believe in the concept that there reaches a point in your life where it's too late?
I think you can always learn. You can always But in terms of career-wise, like if you're in your 60s and you're retraining, if that's your life circumstance, then you have to do what you have to do. Not really, because you just do what life throws at you. Take one day at a time.
This was one of the comments from the Instagram post. When do you stop feeling like you're behind in life?
That's a good question. I think, especially in today's day and age, where we're on Instagram, on Facebook, and you can see what other people are doing across the world in 1 second. And I think we have when we post on Instagram, most people always post the best version of themselves, all the success stories, but the struggles and a lot of the things that didn't go well, the failures are not posted. But what the content that's being fed to us is, wow, everyone's doing better than me. Everyone's has a better house than me, has a better car than me, has a bigger bank account than me. And look at this person in America. He's younger than me, but he's doing better than me in life. So if we're in that mindset, I think you'll never feel like you always feel like you're behind. You never feel like you've caught up, you've made it, because yes, like if your goal is to earn $1 million, when you get $1 million, there's people who has $2 million. So that's
the next one.
That's the next one. So you can never have enough. I think it's just a mindset thing. I'm very guilty of this myself, but I just have to remind myself to be content with what God's given me as well. And I think going back to being generous and also tithing or offering or donating to the poor, these things, I think being able to give a portion of our finances or things to other people really puts things into perspective.
Yeah.
And also helps me
Yeah.
with comparing with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do like that answer, and in a way, I guess in a way in line with you, the way I would answer it is: so when do you stop feeling like you're behind in life? Like that's up to you.
Yeah.
It's like you can do that when you're 18 years old, or you can choose to do that when you're 50.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mindset that that's when you stop comparing with other people.
Yeah.
And it's like your choice
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I agree. This one's an interesting one. Which one is better? Spending the rest of your life with a job you hate but having a lot of money, or doing the job that you really love but not getting much money? Which would you take?
That's I really don't like answering that question because if I have enough money to provide for my family, I think I would choose the latter. But then if you're saying
As in like you would have a job that you love but not have enough.
if it's not having enough money,
the question is won't get much money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm,
So it's up to you how you interpret that.
yeah, I think
I guess feeling that like we probably could have more if we.
yeah. But then again, you can always have more. Right? But yeah, I think having just enough, having food on the table, having clothes on our bodies, not going hungry, not being cold, having a place to sleep, a roof over my head,
Basic necessities.
I'm content. Because there's the lifestyle creep that you can always have a better lifestyle.
Yeah.
You can always upgrade your flights, you upgrade your hotels, and the list goes on. So yeah.
Yeah. So you choose that.
Yeah.
Last question. When it comes to making decisions or approaching like choices, should you I think the question is phrased in a way that I don't like, so I'm going to rephrase it. So when it comes to making decisions or life choices or whatever it is, when is it wise to trust your intuition or your gut? And when is it wise to choose more rationally or analytically?
Oh, that's what situation? Is it
or just maybe because the question was exactly phrased as,
okay.
Should you trust your intuition or gut feeling when making decisions, or approach choices more rationally and analytically?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I recognize that it can't always be one or the other.
Yep.
So I was thinking maybe when maybe you can reflect on your life, when have been moments where, because I think maybe rational and analytical might be the default that maybe we're taught we need to think through things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when are situations where sometimes you just got to trust your gut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, there's a lot of situations where sometimes just science doesn't, you can't analyze the situation. It's just, so I think, I'm more towards the trust your gut. Obviously I'm analytical and I follow logic. And if something really logically doesn't make sense, but my gut is telling me to do it, I'll be very torn, and I would pray and I would ask for advice. But I think I'm more towards if at the end of the day, if it's something not very, very obviously, very obvious, I would lean more towards trusting my gut. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. I think, I guess, for me, I'll probably generally I'm a bit more. I try to be a bit more rational and go think through things. But I think at the end of the day, I would also probably just listen to my gut, because I think everybody's different.
Yeah.
So I think some people tend to do the kind of gut feeling better. Some people tend to do rational a bit better. But I think maybe the lesson from that question is that I think there are times where you have to switch.
Yeah.
Some things just won't make sense.
Yeah.
And you just gotta do it and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.